What's up, Gunplum Modelers? This is Strider Prime, bringing you another edition of GundamModels. Good morning. It is May 9th, 2014. TGIF to all of you. Hope everybody's enjoying their day. Summer is almost upon us, and we're still officially in spring. The weather has been fluctuating between cold and hot and cold, and a little bit of rain here and there. Yeah, usually this is the transition period of hopefully we get into better weather here. When it means better weather, it means better time for us to do things. Go on vacation, spend some time with our friends, go to the movies, and of course go and build more model kits. I wish I could say the same for the model kit thing, because lately I've not been building that much, or not building much, but not putting too much time. Normally I was doing model kits like within 2 weeks I was done and doing another one, but work has gotten a little bit more strenuous, and I had some other obligations to take care of, so I haven't had the opportunity to, go into full steam with some kits. I thought I was going to be done with this guy about a week ago, but it took a little longer than normal. But I'm done with it. I'm going to take a couple of days off for a moment just so I can recoup and prepare for something. Well, quite frankly, what I'm about to say is I am going to prepare building my next kit for Comic-Con. And this is going to take a lot of work for me. A lot of work. It's going to probably take roughly around maybe the same time frame that it took me to build, my Yamato, which took a little longer. But I'm hoping to rectify that. Not like waste a couple of days not building it, but just concentrating on each individual part, each individual section of the kit that I'm going to make, just so it's perfect. I've been gathering all my stuff, all my tools, all my paints, all the stuff that I need before I begin. Now we'll discuss. Of course, I'll reveal what I'm going to make soon. But let's move on with certain things. We all know that next week, Big G will be hitting the screens. Everybody's going to go watch Godzilla, of course. What I don't think anybody realized that next week is another big event that's going to happen, and that will be the 2014 Shizuoka Hobby Show. The show is going to be on I think the 15th through the 18th, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 15th through the 18th. And we're going to be getting some new announcements of some new Gundam kits. Now, normally at this time, we will be hearing more new high grades, and of course, more new master grades. Let's talk about the kits that we already are aware that's coming out. So we already know that the most recent kits that are going to be coming out would be, of course, Turn X Master Grade, Real Grade Exia, which is now already released. The already announced real grade Zagak, which I really can't wait to get my hands on. I think there were 2 kits coming out specifically for build fighters, which is the Fininse Rinsnisita, I think it's pronounced correctly. You have to forgive me, I'm not even looking at the name right now, I'm just going off by memory. And of course, Amazing Exia, which I know a lot of you, and even myself, is pretty, can't wait for that one. I know 1 or 2 kits is coming out from the Unicorn line series. Some other kits that are probably, and of course, then of course, we've forgotten that the big boy, the big guy, is coming out, the Neo Xiong 144 scale. And of course the SD version. I may have missed out on a few other kits there, on our announcements, but yeah, that's going to be a major announcement. Now, this past few months, we've been getting a lot of kits here. We've been getting, of course, we've already have our fair share of master grade kits from the Build Fighter lines, and surprisingly, that was it. I mean, I don't know if Bandai will move on to more master grade versions of the Build Fighter series, but even though we want that, we have to give love to the other series, the Unicorn series. So it most likely, if next week if they start announcing, we may be seeing announcements for some master grade kits from the UC series, from the Unicorn series. Now, we are so sick and tired of the Banshee and the Unicorn. They have really used that mold and various portions of it. And they pumped out the clone, one after another of the same mold. So hopefully they don't do it again. What I'd like to see maybe is some of the other grunt units. They've done it with Jesta and Brazil. So that's all been the good guy size, if you want to call them good guys. We should be seeing it through the enemy size. We should see something like the what do you call it? Like the Girazulu. The Girazulu would be a great choice, or the Z Zulu. That's another idea. Girazulu they can get with Girazulu because they can make 3 molds out of that one. And we already know which one that is. So it'd be a good idea if they start working on that. Dobenwolf. That'd be an interesting kit to see as a master grade. That other mobile suit that is part of the Dom, which right now I'm drawing complete and other blanks right now because I just woke up and I'm still trying to wake up right now. Oh, the Dryzine. That's it, the Dryzine. So yeah, that would be great as a master grade kit. And the fact that I haven't made any Dom related master grades in a long time. They've been making everything else master grades, but they haven't touched anything on the Doms. I'd like to see a new Dom master grade. Maybe a Dom Tropin. And consider that Dom Tropin was in episode 4 of Unicorn. That would be great to see that kit. If they want to continue on with the Federation side, clearly the Jagan is the one suit that they should have, because the Jagan was a pretty cool little cannon fodder suit. So yeah, start working on Jagans. It'll be great. You already have the Jagan. But you can make either the Jagan UC, the Char's counterattack version, or the Jagan UC version. And that one's going to be, you can make the Start Jagan, the ECOS, all that stuff. So, yeah, that's kind of my interpretation is. Of course, Bandai can completely change gears and not release master grade kits from both those lines. They'll just start making other master grade kits from other lines. There's still some kits they haven't tapped from either the 00, the Seed, or Gundam X. I mean, they can make the XX. And now they're making the high grade Airmaster, so maybe one of those Airmaster kits could be made as a master grade. And speaking of high grade kits, I do know that they're making the ZAS that you see from the UC series, and I'm getting a little sick and tired of the exclusive kits that even I'm considering of getting. So it would be nice if they would have made them available for us, like the Gelgoog and the Regelgoog would be great as a high grade kit for us to grab our hands on. Maybe they are making it. Who knows? For us, I have no idea. We don't know. We can't predict this. And by the way, please note, even though the show is going to open up on the 15th, we all know, and this is historically happens all the time, the announcements of new master grades, high grades, and whatever other grade kits comes out will be presented maybe 2 to 3 days before the show. So we may be seeing announcements either on Monday or Tuesday. So be prepared for that. I may do another video later on. We'll discuss each and every one of those kits and our interpretations and our ideas. And hopefully it doesn't interrupt me during my build. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's hope we see some great kits next week. So, building this Zekus Ends was a great, cool thing to do. Of course, it was a learning experience because I realized that using Tamiya's extra cement glue over paint was not a wise choice. Somebody sent me an email saying you should have used super glue. That was one choice. And I completely forgot that I had this in my tool sections. This is Clear Parts Cement and Window Maker. So this is cement, I guess, specifically to put on clear parts, and it's not designed to damage the paint or anything like that. This would have been perfect for this. Another type would be Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue is non-toxic. It's perfect for putting on metal parts, or I know that super glue is used to put on photo etch parts, and considering that these are metal, this is actually kind of technically photo etch parts. So I should have thought of that, and this was a learning thing for me. I haven't done it before. I hope that what I learn now with this kit, I can transcend to the next kit, to my future kits. But I'd like to thank all of you guys for sending me all these notifications and ideas and things like that. I appreciate it. It's a shame the pre-shading didn't go well, so to speak, with the body, but the rest of the parts, like the ammo tanks and things like that, came out alright. So, yeah, that was okay. During the time when I was building this, the LED light, the setting of the LED light was atrocious, and I was trying to figure how I'm going to turn this on, and other than me wrapping the wire around the coil until you could power on is okay, but then I would unwrap it all the time, and I've been trying to find a decent switch. I picked up two switches that did not work for me well, no, that's a correction. Worked, but it didn't give me the desired effect that I wanted to do. And I wanted to show you both of them, if I can grab where the hell they are. I'm going to put it here someplace, but I have one, and I'll describe to you what this does. So here's one little switch. Now, it has a tactile feel to it. Listen to this. You see? Now I had another one like this that didn't extend out this high. It had like a little thing that was like maybe halfway. It's like a little button, so you just click on it like that. It was great. I even tested it out on another wire. Oh, as a matter of fact, here it is. Okay. So I had this. So if you press on it, it works. But the only problem was you got to press it to turn it on and then let it go. I haven't tested it if this is the same thing. It's not what I was looking for, and I have to give credit for Radio Shack. They have a lot of stuff, but sometimes they don't have everything. Is a mini on and off switch. So I went to the one place that I know I'll definitely find anything, eBay, and I found these little guys. These are little switches that are like side switches. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me go closer here. Come on, focus here, goddammit. There we go. So you see there's a little switch there that you can actually slide to the left or the right. These are perfect for something like this. And if I would have had this, I just got this like yesterday, and I said, damn it. But this is something that I'll have on the side and have it ready for my future kits to turn on and off. something that I can actually put maybe under the head, of course, under the skirts, or maybe under the arms. Who knows? Things to consider for future kits. I hope this gives you guys ideas as well. Alright, so let's talk about stuff that I picked up recently. First we'll begin with non-Gundam kits. And I got this because me and Prime we play a lot online, and she just got herself, you know, she's been on a Nintendo kick for quite some time. And I said, well, maybe I'll get myself something like that. And it so happens I did. And I got myself a Nintendo 2DS. Best Buy had it for about $100. And I said, cool. I said, give it to me in blue. I just recently purchased one game. It's in here. It's called Glory Days 2. It's a strategy game. And I have the original Fire Emblem game. I think it was called Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, I think it's pronounced. Yeah. I haven't bought none of the 3DS games. Right now, the only games that I've been looking at would be Monster Hunter. Maybe Street Fighter. Because that's a nice co-op game, that fighting game that we can play. Another game that I've always been a fan of strategy games, and maybe this is the reason why I was never happy with my purchase of my original PlayStation Portable. There was not that many strategy games out there, and I'm a strategy game buff. So Fire Emblem, the new Fire Emblem that came out for the 3DS, which is still retaining its high value price range, is a must-buy for me, and I'll get it later on. I just want to get used to this system before I decide to get myself one of those games. And there's one other thing. There was one game here that I downloaded off their e-store called Steel Divers. I remembered the Steel Divers game, but I remembered that it was a side-scroller shooter, or a submarine shooter. The one that they're showing off, which they gave me a demo, which I downloaded the demo, but I may have to end up buying the full package, is a 3D type game. I was like, holy shit, it's even far better than I remember the release title of Steel Divers. So I may have to pick up that one. So I don't need the retail version. I just need the downloaded version. Perfect. Okay, so that's non-Gundam related items. A couple of weeks ago, I decided to go to Barnes & Noble, because now Barnes & Noble has started to sell more Gundam kits, and I started a trend to please go to your go to the nearest Barnes & Noble store and see if they're selling more Gundam stuff. And sure enough, they are. They were selling the Gundam Wing Fininse, the Sangoku Astray, Gundam, high grade that is. They had the real grade Destiny. Mind you, the prices were, to my knowledge, to my interpretation, reasonable. They're not too expensive as if you were purchased it from Hobby Link Japan, but not as cheap as Gundam Planet, and I'm using Gundam Planet as a point of reference. But it was right in the middle, and I thought it was reasonable. You shouldn't. If you guys think that that's too expensive, trust me, don't say that, because if you don't support Barnes & Noble now, they won't fill up their entire area with Gundam kits, because we need to get an exposure out there. Sure, Gundam Planet does its job, and other stores does their jobs as well, and I support them 100%. But when you have another store who starts to bring in this hobby to everyone, to the masses, and you have to understand, Barnes & Noble is catering to many people who are coming in. How many times you go to Barnes & Noble, you see the family bringing their kids, they're going to the toy section. Sooner or later, they're going to be seeing the Gundam kits, and they're going to say, "Ooh, wow, what's that? Can I get that?" That's something that we need. We need exposures to that. We need them to get that exposure. So, in support of Barnes & Noble purchasing stuff, selling Bandai kits, I got these two guys. Gundam Standards Zaku F2 Type EFSF from the 0083 Stardust Memories. And New Gundam Assault Kingdom's version. Both of these are $10 each. I thought it would be a cool idea to get one of these. Yeah. So, hopefully, guys, for those of you who don't know, Barnes & Noble is starting to sell more Gundam kits. They still have the ones from last year. If you haven't gotten them, they're there. So, it's good to know. And by the way, for non-Gundam kits, they will also sell model kits as well. And they had a ton of Airfix kits that they're selling at 50% off. 50% off. Amazing. Kits that were like $30 now are 15. So that's pretty cool. The last kits that I purchased was actually from Gundam Planet a while back, and I never got a chance to show it to you guys. And it's this one, Son Goku Astray Gundam SD. I said, oh, I gotta get this guy. This looks cool. This looks really cool. Yeah, I got the Master Grade version, now I got this one, so I got this. The next kit I purchased, and this was, I don't normally purchase this, you know, older kits, but I had to purchase it because, well, it pretty much speaks for itself. High grade Gaian from the original Gundam series. The reason why I purchased this, of course, is that Build Fight is going to be releasing the Gaian Vulcan pack, which, if you have the high grade version, you can turn that into the Gaian Vulcan. So I had to get this guy. Pretty cool. And then the last kit that I purchased, and I had to get this one, of course. This was actually one of my favorites. Crossbone Gundam Mao. Holy shit. It looks badass. It really does, especially with a skull. Yeah. This is really nice. Pretty good. Can't wait to build this one too. So that's quite a lot of kits that I just got. So that's pretty much everything that I have to say about today. But now I'm going to show you the kit that I'm going to be building for Comic-Con. And many of you are probably aware of what it is. And it's this guy. No, it's not this guy, but it is this guy. I can't fit a massive box, pretty much the same box size as my Yamato kit, on top of this table, and I didn't feel like adjusting my table to do that. But yes, I am now going to work on my Master Grade Sazabi version Katoki for Comic-Con. This big boy will be built, and it will be built in ways that let's just say for the past few months I have been studying everyone's builds, and I was amazed, completely amazed at all their work. But I now know for certain that I have to take it at least another level up. Many people have just told me that, you know what, you think you're the only guy who's going to be bringing a Master Grade Sazabi to Comic-Con? Yeah, I'm going to bring it regardless. I mean, that bin is going to be filled with Katoki kits of Sazabi. But I will do it either way. And I will paint it in a way that that I like to do. I've been studying a lot of paint builds and painting techniques. And I have to say that after many considerations, I finally found what I was going to do. So hopefully, I'm going to start this by next week, maybe after the Shinjuku show, because I want to get through that first, and then I will be building the Sazabi Master Grade. So I'd like to thank you all of you guys for watching this lengthy video. Sorry it took a little too longer than normal. And what can I say, but stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all take care.